This time on This Is True Really News, the Flathead Beacon Police Blotter.
I am giddy with anticipation.
Please like, subscribe, and follow This Is True Really News because
I'm also anticipating giddiness.
and get ready to get giddy with it.
Get your giddy on.
Get your giddy up?
Come on, giddy on. You got to like that for a minute.
But almost for a minute.
Sort of a biblical reference if you're really strange and bizarre.
We need viewers and listeners. So
that's it.
Up, let's go.
Chop, chop, like, subscribe, and follow. Go.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
So, a man in a prefecture in Japan that I can't pronounce, but of course you could if you're in Japan, met another man.
If you're Japanese.
In the same prefecture in a convenience store parking lot with the hope of selling his 18-karat gold Rolex. Sora News 24 did the report. You suppose the reporter's going,
who's selling a Rolex at a convenience store parking lot?
That would be my question. The potential buyer handled the watch, priced at $47,000 for a few minutes, then suggested the seller pop into the store for a tea.
Okay. Let's have some tea, he said.
So, go ahead. Figure it out in your head.
The seller?
2 minutes later, the seller emerged from the store with the tea.
And the buyer?
What did he find?
Nothing.
Watch and buyer gone. Zip, zon. I am pretty sure there was a Bugs Bunny-like smoke cartoon as he ran away.
At least he could follow him.
No.
No trail left behind.
No. The buyer replied when he texted the guy, and the guy he replied, "I left it in your car. I don't have your watch." The victim said he was too stupid and honest.
Nice.
Dude, you had 47 grand in your hand, man.
What do you think?
Oh, I'm off to see Bernard the bookie. Go ahead.
Police blotter from the Flathead Beacon.
Oh, I still wait for these.
9:56 a.m.
They make me feel normal.
A woman was heard screaming in the gazebo.
Is it near a military museum in Poland?
No.
Oh, good.
Not that kind of screaming.
Oh,
but
good.
After having an enjoyable chat with a law enforcement officer, said she would no longer be screaming in the gazebo. She would instead be screaming on the porch.
Well, that would be, the polite thing to do.
Actually, she said she'd be calm and quiet from then on.
Oh, I like the other one better.
12:14 p.m. A truck drove over a spray.
Wait, hang on.
What?
All right, we're good.
I'm going to have to get into some deep sound effects on that one.
Yes, you are.
12:14 p.m. A truck drove over a spray paint can and brown paint sprayed up the passenger side of a car.
That's not good.
1:44 p.m. While
an interesting new way to do tagging, though, wouldn't it?
Right?
Somebody else do it. Just set up be like Mission Impossible tagging.
1:44 p.m. While at a playground, a man accused some kids of poking his baby.
There's so many directions.
Yeah, there's just nothing we can do with that.
There's so many directions you can go with that.
5:14 p.m. Here's one. Another fence appeared to be a victim of the Kool-Aid Man TikTok challenge. And some blood was left behind on it, so they can track this one. Apparently the kids try.
So you're not talking a guy that buys stolen equipment here. You're talking about a fence.
Yeah.
That surrounding property.
Kool-Aid Man TikTok challenge sounds like you're trying to run through the neighbor's fence.
That's stupid.
That genuinely stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. 9:42 p.m. To express his displeasure at his neighbor's chickens, a man sprayed bear spray across the backyard at the chicken coop.
How'd that work?
There's no word.
I think
the bears said, "You're an idiot."
If they've never smelled a bear,
yeah,
how would the chickens know to be afraid of the smell?
There you go.
Thank you. I'm smarter than a chicken. And the neighbor.
Your turn.
No, it's not.
How is it not your turn?
As a pilot tried to make an emergency landing at the Raleigh-Durham International Airport in North Carolina, his co-pilot, a 23-year-old named Charles Crooks, bailed out of the aircraft without a parachute. It's kind of my look.
Mm-hmm.
According to WRAL-TV, an FAA employee said the pilot told the tower, "My pilot just jumped out." Crooks' body was found in a backyard in Fuquay-Varina hours later after a neighbor who had heard a noise flagged down officers.
A thud-bump.
The FAA employee said, and I'm quoting now, "This is the craziest thing ever."
That's so weird.
No, printing more money and not thinking inflation would happen.
Oh, well,
That's
yeah,
the
there is
craziest
that.
thing ever.
Well, I
But this would be
understand they're
right.
going to print some more money to take on that inflation problem they caused before. So,
Well, that way it'll fix the inflation problem.
yeah, exactly.
The National Transportation Safety Board is taking over the investigation into Crook's death. I think probably just a team of psychologists might be. Of course, he's not available for questions anymore.
You can't interview him.
Wow. At what point? I'm late for something? And
Hey, we missed the runway. I'll get it. That
Oh.
is so weird.
That's
I
got to be
actually-
it's got to be a weird suicide, right?
It is. But maybe he was just testing a theory.
That he could fly?
Well, that he'd
Let me
survived
guess.
the
He just
fall
saw Christopher Reeve's first Superman, and he
thought,
believed a man could fly.
well, there is that. But I was thinking about there are people who have fallen from great heights from airplanes who have not died.
Yep. And
You
there
know,
are people that have fallen from lesser heights dead.
Right. That are dead right
So
there.
you're going to flip that coin, are you?
No, not me.
Mm-mm.
No.
I don't go to Vegas, so I'm not touching those odds.
Medical missives. During my internship, a person casually shared that he'd been drinking sanitizer for the past 3 months.
That'll clean you out joke just doesn't seem right here.
I once had a patient tell me he needed his decapitation medicine because he was feeling full of poo. Had to think about it for a minute.
Oh, I would think more than a minute.
Then I realized he was asking for constipation medication.
Because I didn't know they had the other kind. You don't take your meds, your head falls off?
Not me, but a doctor friend witnessed this. A woman came into the ER with a blanket over her. Everyone assumed she was breastfeeding a baby.
Okay.
Everyone was right,
Yeah.
except
You're just going to get weird and gross or just gross?
it was a raccoon.
Weird and gross. Was she feeding it or was it attached and not leaving? Get your own.
Ah, crap.
A whole different meaning to take out meal, isn't it?
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.